It's just getting annoying. Trying to do that every single time is just getting really annoying. Good morning, how are you doing? Hey, Captain. Good morning, Captain. Why did the market go red? It's pulling back. We're having a consolidation moment, pulling back. We've been pulling back pretty much the whole of August. We've had a good run up. I'll show you. It's a good question, though. It's a valid question. So let me just show you this. So this is the SPY here. Okay, put it on the daily. And you can see we've had a good run up since March. In fact, since early March, we've been very bullish in terms of the overall action. We've gone on the SPY. So the SPY is like a tenth of the SPX. I could put it on the SPX. In fact, I will, just so we're not avoiding confusion here. So the SPX since March, 3,800 is where it went down to in March. Again, that's still way below the October low. Well, it's way above the October low, but it's kind of inverted head and shoulders as well. But we got this low in March, and since then it's been doing nothing but bullish action, but all the way up. Now we did have a little bit of a pullback here. And then a bit of a cup and handle type of pattern there, and then it's since July, the whole of July, very bullish. We're just having one of those consolidatory pullbacks, so that's fine. It's healthy. The stocks go up as well as down. In the long term, they will go up, but on the daily stroke weekly basis, you're going to have periods where they pull back a little bit, they consolidate a little bit, and you think of it as a coiled rubber band. Think of it as the coiled spring. The more you stretch it out, the more it wants to snap back and with more force. So if you this is what we're talking about on an individual basis. When we're looking at stocks on an intraday basis, when things are extended, that's what we're talking about. They're too extended because they're due a pullback. So that's what we're getting at the moment. Is a pullback on the daily. The patterns that I teach on from the lower time frames, 1, 2, 5, 15, etc. The patterns that I teach trading are just as valid on the daily, weekly, monthly charts as well. So it's just a pullback. There's no fundamental catalyst driving this this kind of retracement, but it's a pullback. That's why. Okay. Good morning, Joel. Good morning to you. Hey, Alberto, how you getting on? Aye, Captain, off the French coast. Give my regards to Napoleon and all that carry on. Yeah, I guess you missed the Lionesses getting into the World Cup final. So yeah, that was a good match. I was watching that. Had a snaky beer whilst watching it. Yeah, but we'll see. FOMC. That's going to be this afternoon. I'll I'll be pushing Zeds by that time. 2:30 this afternoon, so I'm not too worried about that. I'll just pick up the pieces. I'll pick up the pieces tomorrow on whatever happens in the FOMC. So yeah, we will see about the FOMC. Well, the question that I suppose I've got to ask is, where do you think the markets are going to go today? Are you sure the FOMC is today? I thought it was tomorrow. Oh, FOMC meeting minutes at 2 o'clock. Yeah, okay, that's right. $2:30. We get 2 o'clock FOMC meeting minutes. Is there a conference today? Has Powell got a conference today? I've not seen anything scheduled. Yeah, no, it wasn't my computer, Don. It was the network. I was getting a lot of latency on the network, so I managed to clear it off. Good morning, Neith. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'll be getting Starlink anyway, so I've made up my mind. I'm going to get Starlink. I'll give this till the end of the month, and then I'm going to bid it off and get Starlink. Nothing moving at the moment, guys. So let's chew the fat. Did anybody watch the Women's World Cup semi-final? I know I certainly did. Obviously, I was supporting the England, the Lionesses. I don't know about that, Neith. I mean, the speed, I'm getting like 400 megs both ways. But like, it's 400 megs up and down. So that's more than sufficient for what I need. I think it's the latency. The speed's fine. It's the latency that can be an issue. So I was getting a couple of seconds latency when I was even trading, which isn't good. But just in the pre-market section, I was getting like 4 or 5 minutes latency. I just couldn't trade that. So my clock was saying like 8 right now. It was say 8:39. But my charts were saying 8:35. There's no way I could trade that. It's like trying to trade on TradingView without a paid subscription. I know a few dorsey fellas that have done that as well, but of course they lost money. So what are you watching today, guys? For me, there's another IPO today. There was the 3 IPOs from yesterday are all heavily down, but they made big moves across the course of the day. That's where we made our money yesterday. So I'm keeping those on watch. But D local, I'm not put it on the watch list because it's the only mover that's moved the amount that I would require for it to be tracked as a potential gap and go candidate. I don't think it is. I mean, it's had a boardroom reshuffle and very positive Q2 earnings, so we'll see. Dropped earnings after hours last night, and they announced a little boardroom reshuffle as well. So that's why D local's moving up, but it's not great volume. Relatively speaking, it's not great volume, and we've still got a way to go. So nothing really moving at all this morning of interest. Like I say, D local is one of the few things that has potential, but I'm not excited about it right now. And that's all I've got to say about that. Not later in the day, I went to bed. Although saying that, I could have gone back in later in the day because I didn't get to bed, didn't get to sleep till about 4 a.m. So, yeah, what you've got to understand is I'm now 12 hours ahead of the market. So the market right now is 8:42. It's 8:42 p.m. for me. So 8:42 a.m. on the market, 8:42 p.m. for me. So I'm exactly 12 hours ahead of the market. Yeah, I saw it in. Look, if I needed to, I would have stayed awake and traded it. I think all of those. Let's just have a quick look at them. So if we look at SP, let's look at it on a 15. So we can see the whole day yesterday. It launched on the 15-minute. This is a 15-minute chart. You can see it launched, and we managed to get to goal here. So we got over goal, and then it was time to call it quits. But look, later in the day, coming into power hour, 2:30 or whatever, it just went on an absolute mega run. So this was an IPO yesterday. Sachs Parents, huge run up yesterday. It actually went up to $32 after hours. Closed out at 26.34. I had a high of 27.56 in session, but right after the close it went up. But you've got to understand, it went up to $32 on the app, but the spreads widened as well. So and then it pulled back. So it's moved up quite a bit. So I'm keeping this on watch for continuation. It's retracing, it's down quite a bit, it's down 36%, but it's still made huge gains, so we'll see what happens. Then the one that I thought had it was really annoying me. Early goals, it seemed to have my number, and then we managed to get this move here, and almost green on it. So kind of lost $100 on it. So VinFast Auto, VFS, another IPO yesterday. Again, shortly after I traded it mooned and then went even higher after hours yesterday. So this had another good day yesterday, all the way up to over $40, went up to $40.54. It's $30 now, so it looks like it's down heavy, 16%. But if you look at the retracement, it's still held most of its gains on the day. So that's another one I'm keeping my eye on. This huge spread on this right now, spreads are $1 a piece. The ATR is 172, not quite covering the spreads 2-to-1, but it probably will come in when the volume comes in. And the other one was SRM Entertainment. Again, this one coming into the close, absolutely mooned, went up to $6. So it started off with a $4 stock when it opened, went down to $3.50, popped up again, and then we saw this. It again coming into the close, it absolutely mooned up. Now this one, less interested in this one. This is looking a little bit more weak than the other two, because pretty much it's at where it kicked off. So it's down, what, 20% on the day, well, 19.7% on the day. But it launched at $4, it's at $4. So it's not looking as strong as the other two, but we'll keep it on watch just in case. Okay, second day, we might get a bit of that second day momentum, and we'll see what happens. Not huge volume on this either, so we'll see. But we do have another IPO today. So IPOs yesterday were where particularly in the low float sector, IPOs were where the volatility was at. So we've got another IPO today. The symbol is NWGL. It's scheduled for launch. There's no guarantees it will. A lot of things can happen before it does launch, but it's scheduled for launch today. So we'll keep an eye out for that going live between 10 and 11 at some stage today. So that's big mover yesterday. DCTH as well. Big mover pre-market, and then you saw big mover up. Never quite got to the pre-market highs. Retraced hard and then moved back up again after the open. So this is another one I'm keeping an eye on. So let's see what the market holds. Nothing jumping out right now, but we'll see. Evening, Vols. Look, time differences. I'm well settled in the time difference. I'm in the Philippines, monkey balls. I'm in the Philippines. That's the thing. So if you're trading rangy stock and you're not giving it enough room to within the range, you end up getting stopped out so many times. So you can trade it all day. It can move up like 300-400% or whatever it is, and you end up with a very small gain or even a small loss because you're trying to strangle the stock. You're not giving it enough room to breathe. So you've got to take into effect what the range of the stock is. This is one of the reasons why the ATR is a great indicator to have somewhere on your charts. It's a good indicator of volatility, but you need to be able to give the stock some breathing room. It was VFS yesterday. I kept getting stopped out and I kept getting losing money on it. It was big spreads, but I knew it was going to move up big if I just needed to catch one of the big moves. And it was a bit too late for me to actually get profitable on it, but I caught one of the big moves, which got me within $100. Obviously, I've got fees and charges on top of that, but yeah. So, but not too far from China, monkey ball. Gotta say, not a lot moving at the moment. Premarket. Let's see what happens at the top of the hour. Hopefully we'll get a bit of news drops at the top of the hour, and see what happens. Been trying to do a bit of a red to green. Breaking highs. Have a quick look at why it's sold off. So, is this earnings, bad earnings or something? Have a look. I know JD had earnings this morning. Oh, good. There's a lot here. Yeah, it's earnings. Coherent beats Q4 top and bottom line estimates. So why did it sell off? Forecast. So great earnings, Q4 earnings, but forecast slump. So forecast disappoints, so it's sold off. But the earnings are good, so go figure. So this was $47 stock yesterday, close the business, and this morning we've got good earnings but poor forecast. So we'll see what happens. The Q1 forecast is looking poor. I'm just kind of, there's a lot there on for him. But yeah, that's why it's 119 million in the float. Not much to write home about in terms of short interest, 0.4%. Yeah, that's why it's moving up. Just trying to do a red to green move. Gets over $41. I think it probably will across the course of the day end up at that $45, $46. We'll see. DLO, like I say, boardroom shuffle and earnings report. So that's why DLO's moved, Ricky. I'm not too excited about DLO. I'm not too excited about the chart. I just think volume's a bit erratic. Anything? Yeah, DLO for me. Nah. No, there's no setup there. Me, not at this moment in time, at least. Anyway. We'll just keep an eye out. Big movie yesterday, IPO yesterday, SPGC. So we'll see what happens with this. Needs more volume. Can't trade it with like 1,000 shares a minute. It needs more volume. But yeah, had big moves yesterday, and VFS needs more volume. SRM needs more volume. That's kind of the story of the morning so far. If we can get some good volume coming in, great. Otherwise, just wait. Patience is where it is. Yeah, well, who listens to Jim Cramer? Let's have a look at Inverse Jim. So, S-Jim. Just what is S-Jim? So, S-Jim, S-J-I-M, is an ETF that does the exact opposite of what Jim Cramer does. And overall, it's actually quite profitable. So when they short when it's long, and then long when he's short, and they did the exact opposite. So that's SGM. I could check Bitcoin for you. Let's pull up a chart on. So this is look at the last 5 minutes, shall we say. BTC, Bitcoin against the US dollar. In your own time. Bitcoin is at 29, went down to 29, just above 29,000. It's up at 29,187, so it did go up 29.2. Not a lot happening with Bitcoin as a whole. Let's look at it from a daily point of view, and you'll see what I'm talking about with Bitcoin. Since the pop-up in June, we've had quite a good move up from mid-20s up to 30,000. Well, I think it's almost tapped 32, which is very sideways. It's actually moving down. There is not going to be, I mean, you'll hear all speculation. I can, hand on heart, I firmly believe there will not be a Bitcoin spot ETF from any finance house in the next 2 to 3 years. There's not going to be a big, despite the rumors, despite everything else, there's not going to be a Bitcoin ETF. I firmly believe that. Now, what do I know? I'm just a fat guy on the internet, but I'm telling you, it's not. The issues why they cited for rejecting every single Bitcoin spot ETF previously have never been addressed. So the exact same issue is why they'll reject it again. That's Bitcoin. Hey Virgo, good to see you. Oh, it's not the microphone, Ricky. It's the room. So Alex, it's not the microphone. It's the room. I'm in a pretty much an empty room. It's the spare room. I'm in the spare room. So look, Tesla. Can have a look at Tesla. Tesla tends, in general, Tesla tends to trade with the market, and Tesla is down today again. So it's moving again. It's trading with the market, unless it's got its own catalyst. It's trading with the market. Yeah, Tesla looking like it's going to follow the SPY and the rest of the market. So the SPY is down 0.14%. Tesla's actually down 2% today. Not looking great right now, but again, this kind of retracement it's not unhealthy. It's needed. That's on the daily. Today, do I see any kind of bullish momentum Tesla? Not really. I see choppy downwards movement. So that's my opinion. Just the opinions and the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet. Not financial advice, but there you go. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll nip out tomorrow and I'll get a green blanket or something, and I'll green screen it, and you can send me pics of whatever you want up on the green screen. How did I finish yesterday with the IPO, Jack? Well, you saw where I finished. You saw exactly where I finished. Hey, Fuzzy. Time zone difference didn't bother me. I mean, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning is 8 o'clock in the morning wherever you are. So the fact is I'm working at night instead of in the afternoon or in the morning, depending on location. So it actually suits me better because I'm more of a night owl anyway. But in terms of working, I've got all day to spend with my family and do whatever I want in the sunshine, catch a bit of a tan, get some vitamin D. And then in the evening, I have dinner and then start getting prepared around 8 o'clock. So 7:30, 8 o'clock, start getting the setup ready, start streaming 8:30. More often than not, finish between 10:30 and 11, and away we go. So yeah, I think it's ideal. Yeah, no, it kept going. It kept going. Well, it didn't keep going after I stopped streaming. It consolidated for a bit after I stopped trading it. It basically said Tony stopped trading, and then it realised I'd gone to bed. Said, okay, well, we can't wait for him forever. And then it mooned into the. In fact, all three of them had strong finishes to the day. All three IPOs yesterday, so we're keeping them on watch. So I was talking about that a little bit earlier, Jack. So we'll keep them on watch. And let's have a quick look at them. So FPGC is we'll look at it on the 15 minutes, so we can see what we're talking about. Into the power hour, really big moon, some big pullbacks as well. But it went up to like $32. It's down. Looks on the face of it like it's down heavy today, 31% down on the day, but it's not. It's actually had a big day yesterday and it's a trade sum. That's all it is, okay? So potentially that could go. That's the one where we made go. VFS, we recovered our losses pretty much on this move up, and it had a good finish into the close as well. And SRM had a really good finish into the close, up to 60, a good 50% move from $4 up to $6. Back down at $4 now, but you know that's just the way things are. So those were stocks that we were watching yesterday, and that were traded yesterday. So we had a day over goal, and look, if you're setting your goals right, a day over goal is a very good day. Every green day is a good day, but a day over goal is a very good day. I wouldn't call it a mansion, Fuzzy Duck, but it's a nice detached property, so that I'm in. Three bed, three bath, that kind of thing. Big rooms though, and that's why I've got. It seems like the microphone's poor, the sound's poor, but it's not. I'm in the spare room, and it's a big room to have no furniture in. So I probably should get a sofa and some soft furnishings or something. But you know, if I had to trade one specific pattern or strategy, what would I choose? Bull flags and momentum strategy. Simple. Yeah, trade on one, get used to it. If anyone else is having problems, every day one person pops up and says the music's too loud. If I get a bunch of people saying that the music's too loud, then I'll address the music. But otherwise, you know, I'll go with the masses. I'll go with the masses. Oh, she's awake. Stop your barking. Hey, beautiful. I saw you. Oh, my little girl's awake. Yeah, Spy's red again. No, but G, like I say, bull flags and momentum strategy. That's if I had to pick one pattern, only one pattern I could trade, or on one strategy I could trade. I'd go for momentum strategy using bull flags. There are a lot of you know, bullish patterns I like to trade. I like to trade the ascending wedge into a flat top. I like the inverse head and shoulders. I like double bottoms in an upwards trend. There are a lot of bullish patterns, but what you're saying there, bull flags, you find them, they're very common. And when you're trading the momentum strategy, you tend to look for that initial pullback, i.e. bull flag, and then the breakout of the bull flag. So, and it's a very common, very profitable strategy, very profitable pattern to use. Because I'm not always talking bootlegger, and also it soothes my mind. Oh, big quiet dog. Miyako, enough. Are you blind? That's the one that feeds you. Hi. Oh, I got a kitten for my 2-year-old. Funny enough, we said we were going to get a cat, and I was walking down the street, and a stray kitten, cutest little ginger kitten, and it came and ran out in the middle of the road in front of me. So I picked it up and brought it home, like you do. But my daughter fell in love with it, and today it went walkabout, and she was distraught because it was raining today. So it stayed in a shed across the fields, and she was distraught that the cat had gone missing. So I went looking everywhere for this kitten that had got out and wandered off. I guess I own a zoo now. Exactly, Captain. Exactly. I'm running an animal shelter. It's getting. I got asked yesterday, can we have a turtle? I think we were watching. I was watching. We were watching with the little one. A Turtle's Tale. Sammy's Adventures, or whatever it's called. Sammy's Adventures. A Turtle's Tale. Sammy's Adventures. and it's like a Pixar movie or whatever it is, DreamWorks or something. And the turtles are really cute. So she turns around to me and says, "Can we get a turtle?" I'm like, "Oh God." So what about a tortoise or something? What's that, love? I'm trying. There's nothing happening on the market, so I'm filling the time. But stop criticising you. Go back to whatever it is that you're doing over there. Back to playing Call of Duty. Hey Carl, how you doing? I'm sure you're talking. I think you're talking about Miyako with the location. She's fine. She's fine. Her stomach was off for about a week or so, but she's settled in well enough. Happy enough. She seems happy enough. Well, distracted trading on the internet. I don't know about distracted trading. There's nothing to trade at the moment. There's nothing moving. We've got 23 minutes to the bell, 23 minutes to the open, but there's nothing moving at the moment. A new tagline, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about a flat day, but it's certainly a day for patience. And you're saying that it only takes one stop. Just remember that. Take one stop, one trade, and you can get to goal on that. So just be patient. Don't just be jumping in because you're looking for something to trade. If there's nothing to trade, there's nothing to trade. And some days it'll be like that. Patience is incredibly important in trading. You've got to wait for the right setup. Be disciplined enough to wait for something that meets your strategy. If you don't, you take subpar trades, the chances are essentially what you're doing is you're increasing the odds that you're going to lose money, and the odds are already stacked against you. So 95% of people that get involved in day trading lose money. So if you want to be in that 5%, you've got to be disciplined. Just think of it that way. Well, we've got 22 minutes. I'll get a top up. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Are you in or out? No? Are you in this room or are you out this room? No, Steve. Yeah, call. Are you in or out? Then you're out. Oh, that's right, okay. Anything happened while I was gone, guys? No? Yes? No? Waiting and watching is hard, Jack. Absolutely it is. But the thing is, the patience, the old saying, patience is a virtue. Never more true in trading. You've got to, if you can wait, if you're patient enough and you just take the A plus setup, you might only get one A plus setup on any given day. You can be profitable. you can have 100% setup. You can have 100% success rate if you can be patient enough for that one setup. But you know what? Very few traders are that patient. Simple. Morning by the dip. Right. You know, that happened last year as well when I had that big was it Cosmos? When I had the big one on Cosmos, TD traders lost a lot of money on that because TDA had one of the APIs was wrong. So yeah, well, that's the thing when they go through, you know, third parties selling the payment for order flow and all that kind of thing. It's absolutely Ricky. Well, I do trade garbage. In fact, most of the stocks that I trade are garbage, Ricky. But ultimate garbage, when you're talking, you know, that kind of price, yeah, no, not my cup of tea. And if anything under $2, very rarely will you see me touch it. No, absolutely, Cal. You know, I've got DLO on there because it's the only thing that's above 15%. Kind of my cutoff for my gap list. Stocks that are gapping up for watching for gap and go. I'm looking for anything that's above 14%, so 15% and above. And there's only one. There's only one stock that's actually above 15% this morning, and that's DLO. And the D local, I'm not enamored with the chart. I'm not enamored with the catalyst. I'm not enamored with the stock. So this is D local, and quite frankly, it's below the VWAP. It's not a great range. In fact, the range and the spreads are pretty much the same, so it's almost barcoding from that point of view. What we've got a 13-cent spread, 10-cent range. Yeah, see what I mean? Let's have a look at HKD. Just popped up. And then pop back down again. So 640-ish is what we're looking for. And we're a long way off it. Spread's a decent 12-cent range. AMTD digital. Not seeing any catalyst. No company specific news story or catalyst for HKD either. Not great volume, relatively speaking. So just be careful, guys. Just be careful. Not a lot to trade. It's good up and breaks a new high. I'll look at it. And it did as well. It's going without me. It's gone without me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the problem is nobody gets a decent financial education. I mean, if you look at the education system in America, I mean, nobody gets a decent religious education there either. But, you know, I think this is stuff that's, I mean, this is life-changing stuff that you should be able to, this should be on the national curriculum. Financial education and money management should be investing, etc. It should be on the national curriculum, and it isn't. They don't want you to know this kind of stuff. Well, because they don't want to know about it, because they find it boring, because they don't know about it. It's like anything you don't know about and people start talking about it, you're like, really? You know, that's probably the best thing to happen to the finance industry was the crypto market, because it brought finance into the mainstream. And now people understand a little bit more about the finance industry without understanding it, because crypto is talked about so much. Exactly. If you can't make your own money, then you have to work for somebody else. That's simple. If you learn how to make your own money and print your own money, which is essentially what the stock market enables you to do, then you're not going to be a slave to anybody else. I mean, one of the big things, mortgages, for example, if you're buying property to invest and for investment purposes, that's one thing. You know, it's like any other investment. But if you're buying a mortgage to live in, it's a handcuffs. It's a ball and chain. It's a financial prison. A bit of both, the trade with G. A bit of both. I think. Let's face it. Every hive needs drones. Well, it's not so much being comfortable, it's about a lot of people are risk averse. So to make money, you've got to spend money. It's as simple as that. And a lot of people are risk averse. So they see the trading the stock market is gambling. And if you don't know what you're doing, that's exactly what it is. You may as well go down the dog track or the horse track or the casino and put your money on red, whatever. If you don't educate yourself, then you're going to lose money, because you're just gambling. So educate yourself first, learn a strategy, learn about the markets, learn how the markets work, learn how to analyze both technically and fundamentally. And you'll be doing yourself a great favor. Financial trading, day trading, swing trading, financial trading and stock trading can be a lucrative profession like any other high-paid profession. Tom, the mortgages and rents. The problem with mortgages is you can take, if you put money, if you bought outright a house, you've got that as an asset, and you can use that money. You can then borrow against that, use the money, which is fine, okay? But as long as you've got a mortgage on that, whilst the asset is appreciating, that's fine. You are locked in. You can't move. You've got no freedom of movement because you're in this house. There's a whole number of reasons why if you've got no free capital and you putting all the money into your living space, why it's what I believe is a financial prison. People are buying properties now to live in, buying homes to live in, and they're paying 50% of their salary or more is going to the cost of the mortgage, to pay the mortgage off. And that's just not sustainable. If you are paying more than 50% of your salary in rent or mortgage payments, That's not sustainable. Just for the roof over your head, it's not sustainable. Well, that's another thing. Why do people not work for themselves? Why do they not open their own business? Same reason, Fred, with you. It's not just that they're all talk and no action, but people, they want a steady paycheck. They want to go to work, do their 8 hours, come home, and that's it. They don't realise that 8 hours they could be working less or more for themselves and dictate their own hours. But they want to just work for that steady 8 hours, guaranteed paycheck, and not have to worry about it. Why? If people would be working for themselves, if you go back 100 years, if you didn't have your own business, if you didn't work for yourself, you died, you starved. There was no, corporations. There was, say, 100 years, 150 years. There were no corporations. There was no capitalism. It was a case of cottage industry, and you had your own specialist tools, and you had your own specialist niche, and you provided a service to your own local community, and that's what people called you. So, Smithson, and, if you were a smith, then people came to you for the hardware. If you were the son of a smith, your surname became Smith's son. So now people don't want to take the risk of. The thing is, though, and it's understandable, because going into business for yourself, the odds are stacked against you. So people don't want to take that risk anymore. What they don't realise is whoever they're working for, they'll work 8 hours a day, and there'll be one of a number of people working in the same company for 8 hours a day, and the owner of that company probably doesn't even work that long. He'll tell you he's working all the hours that God sends, but he's not. And he's making more. Well, was it the Elmo song where it's why I poop on company time, because the boss makes $1 while I make a dime? That's exactly right. I'd rather be one making the dollars. So Tom, if you're looking at property, I'm in HKD right now, and I got in pretty much at the top for the breakout as we broke new highs, but it didn't sustain. So consolidating right now, and I don't like holding through consolidation, so I think I might just get out of this. It's not brilliant. Okay, broke new loss. So HKD, I took that, and I shouldn't have done, because it wasn't a good setup anyway. Let's have a look. The SPY, it's not down too much today, but it's still down. So, Tom, going back to your question about rents and stuff and what have you. So ask yourself a question. If you, how much is your property going to appreciate in the next 12 months? If you buy a property, if you get a mortgage and you get that mortgage, how much is the property going to appreciate? So you're paying, so you're getting a mortgage at 5% interest. Are you going to get that back on appreciation? That's the question that I would first ask. Are you going to get 5% appreciation on your property? Is the price of your home going to go up 5%? Or are you losing money based on the interest rate that you're paying on the mortgage in the first instance? And you need to weigh that up. Would you be better off, if you've got the money, would you be better off investing that money in a higher return and renting in the meantime? because if your cost of your rent is less than what you'll be paying in interest payments, and you work that out, and you've got that lump sum, you can put that lump sum. Let's say you put the lump sum in the SPY, for example, and the SPY is going to go up on average 10 to 12% annually. So it's going to go up 10%. So that lump sum is going to appreciate 10% every single year, and it's going to compound. So if you've got a lump sum, rather than using that as your deposit for your house, and this is the big if that you got to weigh up, if you buying that house based on that lump sum, if you buying that house, if you can rent something for similar for less than what the interest payments are, you're onto a winner. If you're going to be paying more for the rent than you were paying for the interest, plus the some of the capital of the mortgage, then you've got to weigh up the pros and cons and see, will the appreciation be a worthwhile investment. And right now, property is right at the top, and it's, for me, would you another property burst bubble? If you're a landlord already, your quid's in. But if you're just trying to get onto the property game, it's a bad idea. Yeah, well, do you know what, Tom? That's not a bad idea. Vols, when you're a business owner, you see that. I hear that all the time, okay? When you're a business owner, your day never stops at 5 p.m. That's because you're a bad manager, okay? If you're a business owner and your day never stops at 5 p.m, that means you're a bad manager. Simple. And come at me for that, and I will tell you why. I'll tell you why for free. Because delegation is the art of good management. If you can't hire good people to take care of your business for you, then that is a failing on you. So as a business owner, you need to be able to hire good people that are going to be able to have the capability to take care of your business, and that you can trust to take care of your business. If you have to work long hours as a business owner, you're a bad manager. Simple as. What's my current average? I don't have to tell you what my current average win-loss ratio as a report. So I'll just look at my trader view reports here. We've got 2 minutes to the bell, so I'll have a quick look at my trader view reports here on trader view. And this year, I'll take a look at this year. My average, I'm doing 68%. So number of winning trades, 481 this year, 218 losers. So 31 losers, 68.3% winners, 31% losers, and 0.7% a scratch. So 5 were, it's like a zero sum. So 68% success rate. So in terms of my my win-loss ratio, I've got my K ratio is 4.39, 4.4 for the profit factor, 2.26. My Kelly percentage, 37.4. So I'm having a good year. Having a good year so far. All right. We've got 15 minutes. I'm going to change the scanners over ahead of the market bell. And let's see what the market gives us. Spreads on this, 10 cents. Big moves yesterday. Partial fill. Got 100 of that filled. There we go. Came all the way back. Right, no. Let's see it move up now. I've set my stop below the bloody halt level. No, that's no good. Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. Right, look, this year, well, I set my goal at 6,000 a day, so that's not going to happen today. It's got volatility though, so I can make that back. Yeah, if you've been following me, following the journey. Average daily gain 8,085. This year. That's this year. If I clear that off, let's have a look at career to date. My average gain career to date. My average gain is 6,225 per day. And my profit factor of 2.34. So, you know, all good when it's good. When it's bad, it's very bad. All right, let's get back in the zone here. Let's talk about first 2 minutes. So sometimes if you're finding it tough for the first 2 minutes, don't trade it. Wait for the first let the first 15 minutes pan out. I was looking at DLO for a break of 2070. The pre-market high. Local. Absolutely, Captain. You know, what's the point of having employees? If you have to stand over your employees and tell them how to do something, then are they really employees or are they just maggots? Let's see where this takes us. $0.30 trail on this one. It'll take a miracle to get back what we've already lost, but yeah, look. Let's stop take for 5k. So that's the first step on the road to recovery. James, it's not the first time. I've been in worse situations. Biggest intraday haul I've come out from is about 66k, I think, from February this year. Finished positive on the day. When there's volatility in the market, there's opportunity. But there's opportunity to lose money as well as make money, and that's something you've got to recognise. So if you lose money quickly, you've got to ask yourself, okay, how and why? And I quickly say how and why. I was just not paying. My mind wasn't paying attention to SPGC then, and that's my own fault. I went in a little bit too big with the spread size and everything else. So there is opportunity to make it back if there is volatility. XLV making moves, breaking highs. Pound breaking highs. So the S&P 500 is green. The S&P 500 is very green. It's now up 0.14%. Somebody was asking about Tesla earlier as well, weren't they? So Tesla coming back, broke pre-market high. Tesla not too far off going green on the day. You'll see it shortly. Definitely good evening for me, .net. Nvidia. It's actually up today. It looks like a bit NASDAQ still needs to get green. NASDAQ's it just was green briefly, but it's trying to go green. This is the triple Q, which is Invesco ETF tracking the NASDAQ 100. So the NASDAQ is the tech stock, which is why I was just talking about Nvidia there. So Nvidia is green on the day already. Is one of the biggest. We've got Amazon as well, but Amazon's heavily down at the moment. Apple. Let's have a look at Apple. It's a big tech stock. Big part of the NASDAQ 100. Big part of the S&P 500. So it's green on the day. Apple up 0.25%. Devil horns on. Be local. On the 5 and the 1 minute and the 2 minute. So we've got devil horns there on the 1 and 2 minute and the 5 as well. So I'll give that a miss unless it gets back over to $22. Yeah, not really got the volume rack space. I like rack space as a company. You just stick your server in their location and away you go, but it's not enough volume. Big mover already this week has been Delcath Systems. It gets over 580, maybe we'll be interested, but until then, probably not. SRM Entertainment, IPO from yesterday. Not great volume, but it's trying to move up. Still down on the day, it's like 16% down on the day, but let's see. Started off $4 yesterday as it launched, and it's at $4.15, so probably not really something. A VFS, yeah, not got the volume. SPGC still halted. If I got shorted, it would have been shortable. Yeah, I made the mistake getting in for the break of 21 here and moving up and adding to the position. That's probably the biggest mistake I have. Well, no, I didn't add to the position. I got partial fill, that was it, and then it filled here. And I should have got out but it broke 20. And look, it is what it is. A lot of time left in the market. Yeah, Octo, Ricky, I don't really consider those sub $2 stocks worth. I think they're too risky. So EOS Energy has been moving up quite well over the last couple of days. A good day yesterday. It looks like it's trying to turn around after a very poor July. Again, not seeing the momentum. So we're going to get a movement from DLO, and we're going to get back over $22. Over $22, interesting. Because there's nothing happening with crypto at the moment, Carl. So what I'm looking for is both volatility and volume. And in crypto, the volume is all with the large cap coins or the large cap tokens or whatever. The Bitcoins, the Ethereum, but there's no volatility. I mean, Bitcoin for the last 3 months has been, give or take, around 30K. There's no volatility there. When it moves, it can have some, but very often it's not. There's huge volatility in the shit coins, but there's no volume. Nobody trades them. So aside from that, hang on a minute, we're getting a bit of movement with Delcath. Let's say if it broke 580 and I missed the move. I've got to wait for the move back up. Pull back. 580 as support. $595 maybe. So high of day is $595. Yeah, I took my eye off the ball, Alistair. You know how it is. It's had a good day, up over $7 yesterday. Look for 650. Nice. Just trying. I'll take a look at Mara in a moment. I'd like to got that break of 580, to be honest. I think this, if it breaks $6, it's probably going to coil under $6 for a little bit. If it breaks $6, I can see the volume pushing it to kind of 620. The sellers at $5.99 and $6. So I'm just kind of waiting for them to get out of the way. So this is why I've got the music on, because sometimes when I'm trying to concentrate and not talking, it fills the void. I'd like to do a cruise actually, but I get seasick. That's the problem. I once got seasick on a Lilo, believe it or not. An inflatable, you know, sun lounger. That's how bad my seasickness gets, motion sickness. Right, that was $6. Let's see, the next big seller, 607, not really, 700. It's not a lot of big sellers. 1500, 1500. I wouldn't say that's big sellers. Not when the volumes are 150,000 a minute. Looking at that support level, previous pre-market high of 580 is my support level. So I'm giving it 18 cents. It's twice the ATR. I know that's generous. Should really break out kind of. I'm giving it a little bit more than I really want to. Will I get 20 cents? Well, I'm expecting it to, when it breaks $6, $6.25 is probably a good expectation if it gets there. That's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Just remember that, guys. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. And I genuinely don't know what I'm doing here. I just know that I'm doing it well. Well, not today maybe, but in the main, I'm doing well. This is still profitable on the month, even as it stands right now, because this is a little bit more than what we made on Friday. Friday we had like 15k day, so did 6k yesterday, we did 6k on Thursday. We did 400 on Thursday, and then 6k on Wednesday. Didn't have a good day on Thursday. It was a terrible day on Thursday. Very choppy. It's going to find a bit of a flat bottom there at 585, but we're getting lower highs, which is always a bit of a bad signal. Flat bottom, lower highs is descending wedge. Typically will break downwards. So now my stop is 585. If it breaks that support level at 585, I think I just get it. One, two, three, four, 5 attempts at 585. Yeah. We're either going to get the bull flag breakout, or it's going to be the descending wedge. I've not decided which one yet. Yeah, ain't that the truth? No, I got out of it. I should have got out of it a lot sooner. Down at $12 right now. It's looking at a resumption. SPGC, and I lost $3 on that move. Just out of pure belligerence and ignorance, not paying attention. This breaks $6, 625 is a legitimate target. I've dead. Oh, that's 3 spikes to $6 now. 2 spikes on the 5 minute, 3 spikes on the 1 minute, and the 2 minute for that matter. Yeah, I'm not overly enamoured with this pattern as it stands right now. I'll put a 10-cent stop there below that support. Let's see where this takes us. It breaks new lows. I thought double top M pattern was forming. I figured if it breaks below the middle of that, it's going to probably pull all the way back down to the VWAP at least. So I'll let's see if it double devil horns there on the 5. So what I'm seeing here right now is the double top. There's the up, the down, the M pattern, and the up. So if this pulls all the way back down, it breaks the low of here, which is 585. So I've got my stop at 584. So if it breaks the low here, it's going to sell off. If it doesn't, and it breaks $6, and I'll be saying this, if we break $6, the legitimate target is 525. Oh, sorry, 625. Let's see. Do I know what I'm talking about? Well, probably not. You know, like I say, just the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet. Not a financial advisor. I do this every day. My goodness. Green Giants moving up. 170s, 170, 171. If you're into those low price stocks, Here we go. Do we break $6? It's finding the resistance there at 6. I wouldn't. There's quite a few orders, but no big orders at $6. Quite a few sellers, but no big sellers. I'm just going to leave this here and let it play out. BLO breaking highs up at 22s. You know what? Let's go up to 595. I'm going to swap this for a 10-cent trail. Otherwise, I'll leave it as is. What do I consider big sellers? Kind of 10,000 and above. Just my opinion. I mean, transactional sellers are like 1, 2, 3,000, up to between 1 and 5,000. I would consider them still transactional sellers, but you know. Let's see. BFS. Yesterday's monster. Horrible to me yesterday. Spreads on this. Oh, 10 cents. Wow. Like $1 earlier. Oh yeah, no, they're 80 cents, 50 cents, 30 cents. Yeah, that makes sense. 50 cents. I was going to say they were $1 early with this one. Havana breaking highs. Come back to this in a moment. So just on green, but breaking the pre-market high as well. Havana. Let's have a look. NVOS. I'll take a look at that for you, Farid. What do you want us to try? Come on, Farid. Have a think of it. Just think logically about this, okay? So you're saying this is looking good for a short. It's 21 cents. How much do you want to make out of it? How many shares are you planning on buying? The most you're going to get if you short this to zero is a 21 cent move. Think about that for a second. So, realistic, are you prepared to buy 10,000 shares in this? Realistically, are you going to be prepared to short 10,000 on a double bottom? Are you going to short 10,000 shares of its 20 cent stock because it's looking weak? You're never going to go in that big on something that is this price, and it's just a waste of, for me, it's just a waste of time even looking at these kind of garbage stocks at 20 cents, because yeah, you might make a couple of cents out of it, but if it drops 50%, if it goes down to 10 cents, it's dropped 50% in its value. You've lost 10 cents on the share. I would rather short something up at $10 and lose $1 and it moves $1 down a share. I mean, at 20 cents a share, what's the point in shorting it? Educate me. I just don't think there's a point in shorting something at 20 cents a share. Just leave it alone and let it do its thing. All right, let's see. Looks like today's going to be a bad day. Yeah, it does, Volse, and I was in it. Yeah, and how much? Okay, so how many shares are you planning on taking of that, Farid? The cost to borrow, is it easy to borrow? I've not even looked at whether it's easy to borrow. But is there a cost to borrow? Do you have to locate the shares? First and foremost. If it's easy to borrow, fine, okay, no issues. But then you go short at 21 cents on it. How many shares are you planning on taking? Are you getting charged commissions? So what's the commissions going to be on that? So at 21 cents, if you're taking 10,000 shares, you're going to have ECN fees, you're going to have FINRA fees, SEC, etc. You've got to take all that into account. You're going to need a 5-6 cent move, 10,000 shares. It's just not worth it. Why in electric? Utilities seem to be having a bit of a nice move. Jake's Lux Ventures. What's the story today on Jake's Lux Ventures? Got volatility. Just erratic volume. I don't like the volume profile. Earnings today. And it's got good relative volume, but it's just erratic. Had earnings reported this morning, Jake's Lux Ventures. Up there, 250. We have a double top. Okay, Bob. It depends on your. Depends what if you're on DAS and it's the. For example, if you're on Traders Elite, which is the DAS trader provided via CMEG, then yes. So if you're on Traders Elite, it will be what you're getting is aligned with the broker. Now, if you're just on the DAS Sim, for example, what you would get with Interactive Brokers is exactly the same feed. So because it's not a native integration with Interactive Brokers. So what you get is you pay for a subscription to DAS to link in with your brokerage with Interactive, and they work that way. But you get the same feed from DAS Trader as you do with Interactive Brokers. So it's the same stuff. Yes, whether it's shortable, whether it's easy to borrow, etc., etc. Yeah, depending on your feed, it takes that from your broker, and it will show you that what shares the broker has available to short, and whether it's shortable. And then you can also go up and look for the price to short as well. I do go short, but I'm long biased. I've got the way I've got my setup is long biased anyway. My hotkeys and hot buttons and stuff is more biased towards going long. So well, yeah, if you've got your DAS trader linked to Interactive, it feeds off that. It's you don't have to go to the broker separately. So what you're seeing in DAS is what the broker has. No, neither am I, guys. That's why I'm talking too much. JX Lux Ventures maybe at 250. Running 250 here. Got over 22. It's probably under 2240. So I'm looking for a break of 2250 with volume. Right now, I'm not seeing the volume, so that's why it got rejected. But well, Wizard, that's one way. That's one methodology. Look for signs of exhaustion. Early gappers, look for signs of exhaustion. I'm a momentum trader, and some people, a lot of short traders like to look for that exhaustion trade from early gappers. I'm a momentum trader. I look for the continuation trade. So there's no right or wrong. It's whatever you're, we essentially, for our gap list, we're probably looking for the same stocks, but it's the patterns and the setups that will be different. So you're looking for signs of exhaustion, and I'm looking for signs of continuation. Now, TD and DAS do align, but Thinkorswim and DAS don't align. So if you've got, if you link your DAS trader with TDA, you'll get because there's a subscription you get from DAS that links in with TD Ameritrade. Tony, pay attention. I really should have withdrawn some from this account. I'm actually thinking of moving over to Interactive myself. Just be easier to manage my finances all in one place. I'm already with Interactive there, Vols. So in fact, I've got a long-term portfolios with Interactive. I've got about 5 accounts with Interactive. So I've got a margin account, because if I'm trading options, I trade with Interactive because I like their options chain. And I've got my SIP, my SIPP is with Interactive as well. So that's where I'm holding all my long-term positions. CMEG don't have an option for a SIP at the moment, or IRA, or whatever you want to call it, for European citizens, a pension. Whereas Interactive have that option. You can manage your own pension with Interactive. You can't do that with CMEG. When I get caught between spreads, and I'm like watching consolidation caught between spreads, and I'm like, just get a move on, would you? Already. 2270. 2271 is the high of the day. That's what I'm looking for. A new high of the day. Yes. Tomorrow's another day, Captain. Absolutely. It's a choppy day today. It's another choppy day. We've seen a lot of that at the moment. I'm not quite at max loss, but I'm not far off. I'm only, what, 6k away. My day's trading away from max loss. I'd like to see 23 on here. Oh, 2271 is the high of the day. I'm looking for a new high of the day here. 51. That's the new high of day. Can we get 23? Can we get 23? The 84 is the high of day. Why would I go back to Ireland, Nereus? I have no intention of going back to Ireland. Yeah, it's in the US you call it an IRA. An individual retirement account or a Roth IRA. In the UK or Europe, it's an SIPP, a self-invested pension plan, and it's worthwhile doing because if you don't know anything about the finance, what you just do is you just take your money, take your lump sum, take your pension, and stick it in the SPY, and track the S&P 500, and you're pretty much guaranteed to, on average, pretty much guaranteed to get 10 to 12% annually, which is better than what most pension fund managers will give you. Got 20 cents here. I'm just going to put a 10-cent stop in there, and then watch this roll up. So I've got 33 cents range. I figured it's a profitable trade now. I can give it some room. I can cancel this and put a trail in if it gets to 23. Right now, we'll see what happens. Yeah, well, look, it's an IPO, so I wouldn't get too hung up on it. It's still higher than it launched. So it launched yesterday at 4.40. Well, actually, it was $4, but it launched at 4.40. Opened at 4.40. It's 8.77. So it's still higher than it was yesterday at launch. And the IPOs, the volatility of IPOs can be like that time to time. So I want to see this over $23. Oh, and for those who are wondering what I'm talking about SPGC. I've got my stop in place. I can have a look at this ticker now. So if you look at SPGC, this is where I lost the money here. So I just held on to this, waited for it to get filled, and it just sold off hard. So they're painful, but it happened, and it's just gone from worse to even worse. But you've got to put it into context. It opened up yesterday, as I say, 4.40. The launch price was $4. It opened up at 4.40. It went down to 4.20 before going up to $30 during the market. Actually went up a little bit higher, I believe. Went up to $32 after hours. So it's come back down hard, but it hit the market at 4.40, a $4 launch. It's still 100% up on where it launched yesterday. So party time to throw up time, no, party time, yeah, to, oh, well, maybe I should take my profits now. 100% profit, it's a good profit. You know what I mean? All right, now we're testing. Now we're testing 23. Move my stop up to 22.75. 22.70. Move my stop up to 22.70. Got rejected at 23. I'm giving it. It's 29-cent ATR is what I'm giving it. The higher day is $23, and the ATR is 29. So. DCTH, it needs to get over $6. I was looking at that earlier. It needs to get over $6. Like this needs to get over $23. It's hit $23 twice now. It's actually got over $23, $23.03. So it needs to hold and move up. Either which way, I made 3K on this at the very worst. Made 30 cents on it. Less slippage. Yeah, but you can do it. You can do an ISA, Jazz. Yeah, absolutely. So, well, you don't even have to do it from 18 to. It depends how much you do it. So if you put 250 quid a month in. From 18 till 30, they'll be a millionaire when they retire. Simple. Just the compounding effect of that. So if you get your kids when they leave, if you educate your children to whatever spare money they've got, instead of just spending it on, strawberry macchiatos at Starbucks, stick it into the SPY. It's the road to generational wealth. Think about that. If you put 200 quid a month into the SPY from the age of 18, you can stop. You don't have to put anything in after 30, and when you retire, you'll be a multimillionaire. Simple. You do the math. That's the beautiful magic effect of compounding. Compounding is one of the financial industry's true miracles. The effects of compounding are wonderful. It is a miracle. It's a financial miracle. And that's the kind of stuff you don't get taught at school. Like, what's compounding? Well, it's where you get interest on the interest. Interest on the interest. It's just amazing. Well, I don't think this is the start of the major comeback, but it's a start. There's nothing really jumping out right now. We'll see what happens. There's time. Oh, look. SPGC's halted again. The downside. Again. So this could go all the way back down to $4. And then that pops up and then back down again. PFS, yeah. Offer to deceive. Interest on the interest. Judge, okay. Think it's when they calculate the interest. It depends. So let's just say interest is calculated on a monthly basis. If you put 100 quid in, you put 100 bucks into the SPY, and it's calculated on a monthly basis, right? So the annual, let's say the annual compounding is 12%. So let's just average that at 1% per month. So you put 100 bucks in, and you get interest on the first. At the end of the first month, you've now got $101. If you then just don't put anything else in, if you then at the end of the second month, you got the additional $1, but you're getting interest on you get the interest on the 100, so you're getting another $1, but you're getting also 1% interest on the next month. You're getting 1% interest on the additional dollar that you got in the first month. Oh, okay, sweetie. It's better. It's okay. Okay. You're going to sleep now. I just banged her head on the table. You're not getting the tasty food. That? What's that? Hanging off you. Night night. Bye bye. So that's how it works. No, ISAs are available in Ireland. It depends on which bank, but the thing is, it's the interest on the. But it's not just the interest on the interest. And the whole point of compounding is that you keep adding to it in the initial stages, so that you're getting the interest, but you're adding to that lump sum that you've got there in the first. So the capital keeps growing, and then every month that they add interest, you get interest on the next interest term. So if it was on an annual basis, you can calculate it on an annual basis, but usually they will apply interest on a monthly basis. So it works that way. Now the advantage being, if you stick it in the SPY or being an ETF, is you will get that compounding effect of the SPY going forward. So it's great to be able to do that. Compounding, the miracle of compounding is something that everybody should know about. No, actually, ISAs, I think you can get, if you're in Ireland, I think you can get an ISA with Interactive, but you can still get an ISA because of international rules, but I don't think there's any Irish banks to do them. Yeah, DLO over 23 is interesting. It got rejected at 23 a couple of times, but if it goes back up to 23, very interesting. Nice 5-minute pullback. Look at this on the 5-minute. So you can see this on the 5-minute here. We have the first pullback here, second pullback, third pullbacks are always a little bit dodgy. I always a little worried of the third pullback. It's usually a larger one. But if it gets back over 23, yeah, very much of interest. Yeah, but from my understanding, kids never take your advice. That's the problem, you know. Yeah, they listen to TikTok. That's the problem. Oh, hello. Come here. Yeah, be careful. Where's your mummy? Goodness. I won't describe what's happening in this room right now, but needless to say, it's bordering on comic proportions. I'm surprised you could fit in that. Of course you can. The noises in the background, I apologise for the noises in the background. That's my daughter, by the way. Can you come over here, sweetie? Marley, can we not shout, please? Okay, I'm gonna have to sort this out. Marley, you can't go in there. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. So he's one thing, she's very clingy to me because we were apart for a long time. So yeah, she's a handful, to say the least. Yeah, she is, James. Absolutely. She was hiding under my desk, and so I had to go take her out. Thought it was fun. DCTH is trying to break $6, and I think that's the magic level. I have day so far 601, so we've hit that twice. The problem with this is the 5-minute double top M pattern on the 5-minute up there. Again, if this pulls back, it's probably going to break below 580 and then maybe even go red on the day. So this is Delcath Systems. It's had a really good move yesterday, pre-market, but then sold off from lunchtime onwards. So let's see. It seems to be coiling up there. I like this double bottom piece here on the on a 1 minute, but after that first hour of the market, which we've now had, first opening hour, the longer time frames are better to watch rather than the short time frame. Look for the entry on the short time frame, but the longer time frames, the patterns on the longer time frames are more likely to be reliable. So this double bottom, you're probably going to get more faked out, and this 5-minute double top is a bearish pattern. It's probably more likely to sell off than it is to rally. That's just my own personal opinion. Oh, 2050 for me. Yellow. It's a new high. Breaks 2050. Hey Shimari John, not seen you for a while. You've been how you getting on? That's what she was saying to me. That's exactly what she was saying to me. Why are you working when we could be playing? Nothing to trade. Nothing really moving up. GCT, that old chestnut. Well, it doesn't look like it's got big volume, but let's have a look anyway. No, volume's not too bad. It's a slow but steady move. It's good dollar in the last 5 minutes. $1.40. I like that. Back over 12. Be of interest. Well, GigaCloud Technology. It's the top momentum stock right now, but it needs to get back over $12. And next candle makes a new high, could be of interest. What are we looking at? 89, 1189. Going backwards, we've got 57, 59, 57. It breaks below 57 on this 5 minute candle. You might be seeing a sell-off. Oh, I'm missing the breakout on DLO. Yeah, you should. Or just hit the super chat button, Nereus. Don't need 10%. Just stick a couple of bucks in the super chat. Keep the stream going. And now you all know. Now you all know why I moved to the Philippines. And you think she's cute? You should see her mother. Alright, okay. Thought we were going to get a breakout, but doesn't look like that's the case. We didn't get over $6 on DCTH. We certainly didn't break 23 on DLO. Let's have a look at GCT again. GigaCloud. That's pulling back now. So yeah, I said once it broke that 1157. Yeah, this is probably going to sell off now. Right, the VWAP. Might get a VWAP bounce. I can't see it doing much. Let's see what else is moving. Anything else? Anybody seeing anything at all? other than GCT, CTNT. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one either. Yeah, it's no volume. Needs volume. Are we priced on NWGL? No, doesn't look like that's going live today by the looks of it. I think that's probably going to be put till next week. Yesterday's IPOs. Sorry, I'm back at $4. EFS. Spreads are a lot narrower than they were yesterday. They are rangy. This gets over $30. This is going to go back up to about 35. Just letting you know. Just watch $30 as the break point. But it's $30 is a break point. Actually, yeah, $30. Over $30, this will go $35. And the villain of the day. We might get this. Might kill around yet. If this goes back up towards $8.50, $9. Let's see. If it gets back over the VWAP, I might be interested in going back into it, which is currently at $11. But we need more volume for that to happen. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Let's have a look at DLO. Well, with DLO, I'm looking for 2260. What? It's 5 minutes. 2260. Gonna move back up. We'll see. Absolutely, Cal. Absolutely. Well, good luck, Vol. You've had a bad day. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow's another day. It's starting to get a bit sideways and choppy. So, look, something will come good. Something will start to come good. I'm thinking. Dog. Enough. Miyako. Just because the little girl's knocking on the door doesn't give you the right to be a guard dog. All of a sudden. 3 years in Dublin almost. Oh, it's her birthday. It's Miyako's birthday on Sunday, everyone. Just thought I'd let you all know. In case you wanted to send a card or a gift or whatever. Miyako's birthday on Sunday. Yeah, well, no trade day is a break-even day there, Calvus, so it's not a red day, Cal. If it's no trades, it's not red. I'm watching this break of $30 here, because if it breaks $30, I think this will go to 35 across the course of the day. This looks like it's set up to do that. Yeah, but you know, I've heard that, Cal. It's the whole issue around. Look, I'm not going to get into it. into too much, but I've seen some of these people, and they're like, I don't want a guy who's below 6 foot, isn't earning 6 figures, doesn't have a 6-pack, doesn't have his own plate, and they've got all this criteria, and then they're like, where's all the good men at? Well, the good men have found a good woman somewhere else that's not being fed Instagram BS about what a good man is. So, you know. The best one is that, I can't remember what the podcast was, you've got that big jab of the hook, transgender female, I think that's how I'm best politically correct to say it, reckons that she's a 10 out of 10, can have any man that she wants. And I'm like, these women are living in delusion. You know, being egged on by the other women in the studio. And it's like, you know, you go queen. I'm like, shut up. It's paramount to watching, but in the real world scenario, in terms of relationships, it's paramount to watching America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent or whatever country you live in, Germany's Got Talent or whatever, Simon Cowell and stuff, where the guy clearly has no talent whatsoever, and the family egged them on to go and audition. And it's like, somebody needs to give this person a slap. Somebody needs to sit them down and say, look, you can't sing. Same thing about these big heifer jabberhut people who really need. What happened to the big girls with the personality? They've disappeared off the planet. Used to be, when I was young, they used to have ads in the paper, a Lonely Hearts column they used to call it. And one of the description was bubbly, and that basically translated as fat. You know, I mean, I'm a fat guy, so I can get it. But bubbly, but then, and what it used to be was big girls had big personality to compensate for the waning looks or whatever it is. Where's that all gone? It doesn't happen anymore. You've got attitude and no looks. I don't get it. The society's doomed. It really is. Wet G popped up. Yeah, this is gonna resume at 10. Just over 10. $10.10. That should be 10 in 3 minutes. So come back to Wet G. VLO still interesting over $23. VFS over $30. Anything else? Kind of struggling. One of those days, guys. I think it's set. I'm gonna give it one more go to recover some of this, but it's going to be a red day for me, I think. Yeah, the volume's not great on it. It's halted, but it's now looking at a $10.40, $10.30 resumption. I've got 10.27, so 10. It's actually coming back now. So yeah, it's probably going to gap down. At this rate, 9.96 showing $10, 9.99 on the resumption. So this is probably going to resume lower. $126 flip jug. I won't be trading. I won't be trading Power Hour at 3 a.m. No, if it's an interesting day, and look, if I'm in the doghouse, if there's any days I'm in the doghouse, and I'm, you know, maybe I'll come back and trade at 3 a.m. But unlikely. I've got 10.39 Cal. But it's like 159,000 shares traded. It's it's a micro float. So what you're going to get is that liquidity will dry up really quick. So you'll get fast moves. Spread will be big. Watch for the spreads. That's the thing with this. It's looking like it's moving up, but I didn't see what the spreads were beforehand. And it should resume in about a minute's time. Yeah, I can work that out easily. I just have a look at my stats for this year. Days and times, power hour. Yeah, I'm profitable in power hour. 15 to 16, 1500 to 1600. I'm profitable. The only time actually I'm not profitable is that opening out. That opening from 9 till 10 this year. From 9 till 10 I'm not profitable. I'm down just under 18,000 across the year between 9 and 10. And that's a big loss, a big hit I took back in February, if you recall. Like 60k I think it was, my largest loss. My largest losing day, my largest single loss was April 24th, 35k. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at my calendar. $16, 27. No, it's March. March it would have been. No. I think it was April. Yeah, 50k losing day in April. Let's have a look at that particular day. Yeah, I'd lost FRC. I'd lost 35 grand on before 10 o'clock. That's what that one is. Oh, this looks like a 10-minute halt. Neither, Cal. I buy ask plus tolerance, bid plus tolerance. Best hours to trade, Ricky. It depends on your trading style. It's down to you. What time does the market open? 9:30 p.m. James. Yeah, it depends on what your trading style. If you like the volatility, now the opportunity to get the most out of the market is between 9:30 from the opening bell till 10:30. The first hour of the market open. That's where the opportunity is. So 9:30 till 10:30 a.m. EST. Okay. However, that's also because it's the most volatile, you get the biggest moves. That's why the opportunity is there. However, the opportunity to lose money is also there at the same time. So if you're not comfortable trading that level of volatility, then that's not the best time for you to trade. So individual people, best hours to trade is different for everybody. And keep an eye on your overall stats. So my overall stats, I look at my stats on a daily basis. I review them at the end of each day. Well, actually, I'm going to be starting. I've not reviewed any stats in August, but I review them. I will be reviewing them first thing in the morning before I take away. But if I look at my performance, my most profitable time to trade is 11 till 12 this year. Okay. If I take So that's just this year. But if I take all of my trading since I started logging with TraderView, and I look at the same thing, my most profitable time to trade is 10 till 11. So that will be probably 10 till 10:30. So funnily enough, I've got quite a lot from 7 till 8, so 7:30 till 8 o'clock as well. 9 till 10 and 11 till 12 are also good. So just looking at the performance by hours of the day since I started. And I've not done that much. I've only made 20. I'm profitable swing trading, but not by a huge amount. But I've not done a lot of swing trading on this account, so that makes sense-ish. But I would recommend, actually, funnily enough, TradeSync has contacted me, wants me to collaborate with them. So I'm going to have a look at TradeSync. Is it TradeSync? Yeah, TraderSync. I'll have a look at TraderSync as an option from an option for TraderView. I like TraderView, but if TraderSync, they're going to give you an account to play around with, and if it's any good, then I'll let you guys know. There's Wet G. Resumed. Opened up again at 10:52. Spreads 20 cents. That's not bad. Oh, 30 cents. Between 20 to 30 cents on the spreads. Absolutely, James. That's exactly it. I'm not even working the night shift. I'm basically trading the back end of the evening. So from kind of 9 till 11, 9 till 12, and then I'm done. So I'm only keep doing like 2-3 hours a day. In terms of share size or value, Ricky? Yeah, that's correct, Cal. In terms of the tolerance. So an average 5-day. No, I wouldn't say that. I've not been trading power that much this year. Are you gonna get me? Or wait. 20 cents on the spreads. We're looking at 60 cents on the range. So we really need to give it at least 50 cents. 70 really. Yeah. Why are you not? What's going on here? I sort of tried to get out of that. Oh, there we go. Anytime's a good time, absolutely. Like it depends on what my starting balance is, mumbling with you. But right now, I'm looking at 25k. Yeah, wet G was always a gamble. Always a gamble. Might pay off though. We'll see. Let's see, if this moves back up, that'd be interesting. Can't see it though. Oh, do you know what? What did I get? Where is that? Hey Don, I'll see you tomorrow. Thinking this ain't looking great, so the volume's just died up. So yeah, I'll get it. I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, I'm going to knock it on the head myself actually. Let's have a look. DLO, I'm not missing it. Not going at any kind of velocity. It's 2350 maybe. No worries, Vicky. Catch you then. All right, okay, no worries. With G, I've got. I'll just email me and I'll send you an affiliate link. You to sign up as an affiliate, no problem. I'm not. It's not the internet flip. No. It might be just the charts. Ricky, sorry, I missed your question on share size and ticker. So probably my largest share size is Procter & Gamble. It's like 1,400 shares, I think. On Procter & Gamble. Got 1,000 shares of Nvidia, which I've just been holding there for a while. That's doing me well. And the volume coming in 73, 79, 80, 80 on the ask. Yeah, I'm holding Amazon, Disney, Nvidia. Pepsi based. I couldn't decide between Coke and Pepsi when I wanted, so I went with Pepsi. But I'm holding Pepsi, Procter & Gamble. I think that's pretty much it. No, I've got the TQQQs as well. I took all my crypto money and put it in the TQQQ as well, and that's just been sitting there since May-ish. Quite profitable as it is at the moment. See if we can get 24 bucks out of this. On 24. At least give me 10 cents. Come on. There's the 10 cents I was looking for. On the test. 24. We get over that. Quarter, half, and whole dollars, psychological levels. It's at 23.75 on the bid right now. Well, Tom, you've got a good mentor, buddy, so he's obviously taught you well. So dividend ETFs, see, the thing is, if you're wanting dividends, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for stocks and ETFs or whatever with paying dividends, really what you're looking for is something that's going to give you regular income. If you're looking for dividends, and that's really, yeah, that's when what you want to be having in your portfolio at the time you take your pension. On the run up to that, you want high growth stocks. So you should never just settle on have your portfolio and settle and just leave it forever. You want to be managing it over the course of time, of course. But in terms of what's going to give you the best dividends and recurring income on a regular basis, you want to be able to live, and that's if you can get a manageable income from your dividends, then you start looking at that from your point for retirement. So I would look at ETFs like that going forward in terms of when you get closer to retirement. If you're closer to retirement, great. If you're not, then look for high growth stocks. Oh, that's a bit of a reversal. Holding on to winners too long usually turn into losers. Still looking for 24. Are we going to get the breakout to 24 now? Maybe one. 85 is the high of day. 23.85 high of day. There we go. There's the high of day again. Can we get above it? Rejection at 23.85 again. There's a 5-minute red candle. It was due one. 5 green in a row. It was due a red. Let's do it this time. 24 on this attempt. $23.85 is the current high of the day. There's 83 on the ask. 85, 86, new high of day. C24, come on. $24 and we're all And we're all rolling. That's 85 again. New high of day is 88, so we really want to see it into the 90s now. 23.90, so 89, new high of day, there we go. There's 99, 24, 24 on the bid. Can we get 24 on the bid? 98, 24 on the ask. Just going to take half there and get my 20-cent trailing stop in place. Given that the ATR is 24 cents, just going to let that ride out. And get over 24 and hold, and it looks like it's going. I'll add to the position, but otherwise, I'm happy with that trailing stop. Let's see. Stops at 23.90 now. Let's see it hold 24 or add back. Otherwise, I'll get stopped out if it pulls back. Got the 30 cents, so another 1,500 bucks guaranteed into here. Should take me to close to a 15k loss, which is a bad day, but it's pretty much what we made on Friday. So it just it creates a drawdown, but it wipes out Friday's gains. At this stage. Oh, there we go. Stopped out. Yeah, pretty much where I took profit before. So DLO's the only one that's doing well for me today. 11 grand on DA. If I'd only traded this, I'd be almost twice goal. Goes to show one stock. It only takes one stock to make it, but it only takes one stock to break it too. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I'm gonna knock it on the head, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. So, guys, come back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a much more profitable day today than we did today, and we'll do it all again. So, in the meantime, get green, stay green. Get to goal, get out. I've been able to do none of those today. Been red from the off. So some days it'll be like that. You have red days. You've got to take it on the chin. And we're still green on the month. We're still profitable overall. We're green on the month. We're way ahead of goal for the year. So I've just got to zoom out, and it puts a smile on my face. And tomorrow morning, I'm taking my family toy shopping. So have some fun. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll do it all again. In the meantime, enjoy yourselves.